going, guys? Zennosh here, and today I'm bringing this video to you guys to discuss on the boss raid. In this video I'm gonna discuss about how to get high score in the boss raid, trying to be in the top chart. Maybe if you have really good servants on your arsenal, alright, or at least try to achieve the daily reward limit. Okay, that is like 300 million damage output. Okay, as soon as you get that one, you'll be able to claim all the amazing rewards possible right out here, which are like skill bonds fragments, conversion stones, which is so amazing. I really love that one. Even supreme stones, guys, that is so amazing. And great awakening stone, greater awakening stones, those are pretty good, guys. So many amazing rewards. And damn, you have to just keep on scrolling over and over again to go through these rewards. And even the season rewards are pretty amazing, guys. As soon as the season is ended, if you have really good ranking, you are supposed to receive amazing amount of conversion stones, which are so important in this game in order to attain a perfect gear. So that is pretty amazing, guys. And the another thing is that as soon as you reach certain score that you are pretty comfortable or happy with, or let's say you already complete this milestone, you can just skip the battle every day for a week until this boss disappears and the other boss reappears. Alright, in that case scenario, what happens that when you skip battle, you will get the daily rewards just like that, depending upon your previous highest score. Okay, my top score right now is 822 million, so that's why I was able to claim all these rewards. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Now the thing is that how to get a high score like that. Oh my god, these are the scores that would really mouth water me. Oh my god, that's pretty amazing score, which I'm gonna discuss a little bit later. But anyways, first of all, I would really love to discuss about the team composition, on how to set up your team in order to do a massive damage output to the boss, and also at the same time to take the least damage taken, okay, from the boss. And now let's discuss about the team composition. Alright, so what sort of team composition are we really gonna talk about? Okay, so first of all, you really have to make sure that the team, or let's say the allies or the service that you are picking, are really gonna help you in creating a maximum damage output possible. Alright, first thing first, this is a forest bastille. So what she's gonna she has a weakness that she will actually take a increased damage from the death-based DPS servant. Okay, right over here. So whenever you actually go into a boss raid, you always try to look at this section first. Alright, it says recommended, doesn't just mean they will perform better. It's yes, they do perform better. I'm this type of servants, but anyway, they will actually deal a massive amount of damage to that kind of thing. Okay, recommended in sort of sense not the survivability or viability or whatever that is, okay, or endurance. It's actually the damage output. Okay, the damage output a death-based DPS servant is gonna deal off of to this forest bastille is skyrocketing than compared to any other DPS servants, like speed-based DPS servant, max HP-based DPS servant, or attack-based DPS servant. Alright, so that's why my forest archangel, who is a defense-based DPS servant, is right over here in the roster, who is gonna actually roast up the forest bastille. Okay, so you get the point. That's how it's gonna roll out. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to take my Forest Archangel to level 70, even though I am a free-to-play player. Woohoo! And then I'm actually able to take him to the level 5. Level 5 Transcendence, and I've already skilled him up to the max. And his gears are pretty amazing as well. Well, there are so many other players who are actually able to take the CP to above 90k plus, but I'm still trying to do that one. So let's see how I can do that in the later future. Okay, anyways, for right now, this is my best choice. Okay, and the next thing is for forest bastille, you need to actually make sure that you have a really good tank. First thing, obviously, to tank the damage output, right? But the next thing is that you need to really consider the healer and the support. Yes, the healer and the support. Usually opposing element, okay, or let's say the advantage elements, healer or the support needs to be in your team. Let's say for forest bastille, it's a forest element, right? To beat her, most of the time, if I am gonna bring a fire type healer, what's really gonna happen is that healers actually, if an enemy fire, water, forest, I don't know, not that one, raid bus, forest, monarch, bastilles attack decreases by 90%. Okay, so this is the one that I really want to achieve. Okay, so obviously for this to happen, you also need to awaken your 7 to the 4th awakening. All right, or else it's really not gonna happen. So if the raid boss forest monarch, okay, or a bastille, you know, like this one, the bastille that's really, you know, like appearing right now, right, attack decreases by 90%, that's pretty amazing, guys. That's what I really want. Okay, to take the least damage taken possible from the boss. Okay, it's the boss herself. Okay, and then I will be able to endure the entire battle. Okay, to outlast like the whole 5 minutes, I guess. Okay, so within that time, if I take least damage taken possible, all my allies are gonna be alive, and at the same time I will be able to, you know, like function out pretty amazingly, right? So those are the things, guys. And that goes with these fire type healers. They always do have the same passive ability, guys. Raid boss forest monarch bastards attack increases by 90%. So you really do not necessarily pick like fire illusion. You can go with like fire valkyrza, okay, like those kind of stuff. Okay, any fire healer would do fine as long as you awaken her or him to the 4th awakening. All right, and the next one is this fire spiegel. All right, so for the fire spiegel, what's really gonna happen is he's a fire support type. Okay, it really doesn't matter like what kind of specific support you are actually picking. It should be a fire element, and that's all you are gonna need. And just look into the passive skill. Okay, you can see right over here, increases damage dealt to the raid boss forest monarch or bastille for all allies by 30%. Now that is what we are actually trying to achieve. Okay, this is what we are actually looking out forward for. Any fire, okay, any fire support, especially 5-star net supports, are actually gonna help you to gain this one as soon as they are awakened to the 4th stage. Okay, increases damage dealt to the raid boss forest monarch bastille for all allies by 30%. And best thing is that, like, even though these servants, okay, even though like they die during, you know, like the battle, the effects still are on. Okay, so you might actually think that like, oh, if they die during the mid battle, what's gonna happen is that like maybe their effect might fade off. No, it's not really gonna happen like that way. So the thing is that like, even though they die, the effects really apply, you know, they still apply, and they are still gonna help you to land out massive amount of damage output. Okay, and I have the tank over here, which is strategically, you know, like put over here, because like she actually provides a 52% defense of forest, you know, like 52% defense boost to the forest allies. Okay, which is my forest archangel. So with further defense boosted, what he can do is like, even though he is solo, I mean like he's the only one standing in the battle, he can still survive. Okay, so that is the thing with forest archangel, like he can still go on, you know, like solo. Okay, he's nearly like immortal. But the thing is that like, if somehow this tank is actually dead, now that's gonna be a big problem, because you know why? When the tank is dead, the combo skill gauge, you know, like refillment of my forest archangel is really gonna be affected. Okay, so that's gonna be a big problem. That's why right now I'm not being able to really attain a very good high score, because I think this could be my limitation. My forest Lucretia, I really need to max her out. If I can max her out, I think I can actually do much better. All right, now the next thing is this you know, like water springs. Well, see, you know, like I did not put her for like, you know, like some sort of like team passive or something like that. Just look into the passive skill of the Archangel. You can see right over here, if an ally Ace Sphinx is present, defense increases by 100%. Well, for that sole purpose, he is right over here, so that like my Force Archangel can actually do a massive amount of damage. Okay, so that's how the team chemistry really goes on. I can actually go and show on you my whole, like, you know, like gears. Okay, you can actually see, you can actually look into it. I mean, like I have super enhanced some of my gear parts. if you want to look at it properly, you can actually pause the video and just look into the stats and substats. Okay, so because like these are the gears which are really gonna help me to get the damage that I was doing before. Okay, so now let's start the battle. All right, so let's go into the battle, and I'm actually gonna discuss about like some other features which are gonna pop up during the battle. All right, so right over here, Hall of Fame Forest, yes, and we are into this battle. Okay, so all we can do is that like please try to focus most of the time on your on your DPS servant. Okay, what is really gonna happen is that like you are gonna maximize your damage output. Most of the time your DPS servant won't be able to like death break. Okay, death break is pretty amazing and very important in the battles. Okay, because like when you defense break or defense down your enemy opponent, he is gonna take very amazingly increased damage output. Okay, so that's how it's gonna roll on. Okay, just look at that. Even the normal skills are actually dealing 13 million damage. Okay, 13 million damage, and just look at this damage right now. That is 34 million damage per hit, and that is 2-hit combo. Okay, so what more do you want? What more do you want? All right, so let's keep on looking forward to it. Try to make sure that like the death break or defense down is at max most of the time, because like if that's gonna happen, your DPS servant will be able to smash out like maximum damage possible. Okay, and the next thing is what you really need to make sure is that like try to keep on smashing the combo skill of your DPS servant. Okay, and another thing is that like look into this one. Okay, it says like right over here, my Fire healer is actually doing her job pretty well. Attack down, attack is reduced by 90%. Now this effect is really applied because of my Fire Lucian. Alright, next one is this one. Look at it right over here. Takes additional damage from the damage based on defense. Okay, that's why my Forest Archangel is able to give a very smashing damage output to this to this boss. Alright, and next thing is well, there is no another effect put out for my Fire Spiegel, but thing is that like it's on effect. Okay, I think it's right over here. Yes, it says right over here. Okay, see over there, the chain effect is, or let's say the relation effect is right over there, active. Raid boss Forest Monarch Bastille's damage, and damage increases by 30%. So whatever damage you are gonna deal to this Forest Bastille, the damage is gonna be amplified by further 30%. Okay, so that's why you need to bring a fire support. Okay, to boost your damage output, you need to bring a fire healer so that you will receive the least damage, because like if not for Fire Lucian, my team could have been wiped out by now. Okay, that used to be the normal scenario most of the time before, but now like the tides have turned. Yes, the tides have turned. Okay, so oh damn it, my my tank is down, so that would really affect how the gauge is gonna fill out. Okay, and the combo, okay, the one really good thing about the combo is that like even though my unit is under the frozen effect, or let's say stunned or whatever that is, the combo still commences. Okay, so that's pretty amazing, guys. The combo still commences. Okay, so that's what I really love about it. Oh my god, only my first like Archangel and my Fire Lucian are active now. Okay, there we go. So we are still gonna deal some damage. Maybe I won't be able to reach that 800 million plus damage output this time, because like I was not able to do some manual thing. Okay, so you have to control manually as well in order to prioritize or focus on your DPS servant to do the skilling, okay, most of the time, because that will be the one to actually help you to land maximum damage output possible at the end of the battle. Okay, so you will need to keep that in mind as well. Or else like what's really gonna happen is that like other units, they will be the one to actually land their skills on, and that might not net like really high damage output. Okay, so right now I think I'm gonna be limited up to like only 632 million damage, but you get the point, guys. I'm like, please try to do some manual control, and that's really gonna help you a lot. So this is my scoring chart. Okay, so right now I got 632 million damage against my 822 million damage, which was my high score when I was doing a little bit of like more manual mode. Okay, you will need to focus on the first skill, second skill, and combo skill of the first archangel in order to like do more damage. Okay, and yes, I could actually improve my damage output if my Forest Lucretia would be more more resistant. Okay, so that would be really amazing, because like as the like the passive skill of the either the fire spiegel or the water sphinx, as long as the tank actually receives damage, the combo skill gauge of the DPS class servant will be filled by 5 to 10% for every 5 seconds. Okay, so that's amazing, isn't it? So that's what we should be actually looking forward for, and that's how you are supposed to deal a massive amount of damage output. Okay, and with that kind of score, you can easily claim your like you can put your hands on the daily rewards, and that will be pretty amazing. And if you have really amazing team, or let's say really properly upgraded team, then what's really gonna happen is that like your top score is really gonna be affected as well. It's gonna go way up high, and if you manage to get into the top 10, oh my god, congratulations guys, you will be amazing guys. So the same goes with like like Fire Monarch Lucian as well. Okay, all you need to do is get a like water based healer and support, and they will gonna help you to do really amazing thing one. But thing is that like she will take increased damage, I think, from the speed based servants, I guess. Okay, I'm not pretty sure about that one, but I think that's the case scenario. Okay, whatever that is, whenever you go into the battle prep and if it shows the recommended is like speed based or max HP based, please try to take those kind of servants into the battle, because they will be the one to deal the maximum damage possible. Okay, so that's what you should be really looking forward for. And now let's try to discuss about the top player. Okay, so this is some weird Chinese guy. Okay. So let's talk about this Chinese guy, right? He's Forest Monarch Bastille. Okay, this one, the team is right over here. Now what he has really chosen is that like, let's look into this one. Amazingly, his team is so efficient that he has not even brought a fire healer. All right, all he is actually looking forward for is a fire support. So with the fire support, he's actually being able to take like give or like like induce, or let's say give more 30% damage output to the Forest Bastille. Okay, so that's the case right now. And he has this support, perfect DT Ignis. Wow, that is so amazing guys. This is the most amazing support out there, because her passive skill is so good. Becomes immune to skill gauge reduction and feels skill gauge of all allies, all classes except the support by 5%. Wow, that is amazing guys. This is the best support ever in the entire game of the Heir of Light for Mia, in my personal situation. And he has got this light. Oh my god, I mean like, wow, he is really good in investing money. Like, he is a well player guys. I mean like, just look at it. He has a level 70. Oh my god, level 70 light Carmilla. Like, how better can it get? Oh my god, GG. This is just amazing guys. Wow, just look at that. Okay, and then his crit rate, crit damage, and his defense are pretty amazing, because like light Carmilla is a death based servant. Okay, she deals damage based on her defense stats. Okay, damage is based on defense. So just look at the defense stats. Wow, that's pretty amazing. It's nearly like 17,000, nearly 17,000 guys. Like, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 13,000, like 16,800 or something like that. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is how you are supposed to build up your like DPS DPS 7, so that you can get like like very high CP. Okay, and also to deal a very good damage output. Well, he or she is pretty amazing as well in sorting out the gears. He has actually put wind gear set, so that like the Carmilla can actually keep on spamming her skills right away as soon as it like it's cooldown. Okay, as soon as the skill gauge is full, she can actually keep on smashing her skills right away. So that's pretty good. And she has the havoc set as well. So amazing guys, really amazing, really amazing. Okay, Wow, that's good, that's good. And her potential, obviously it should be maxed out, and it's really helping her to do the maximum damage out possible. Okay, so her or his main damage dealer is this light Carmilla. Okay, and the next thing is the support. Okay, Nightmare Leto. I think she is not really gonna be of that help. I don't know why he has put her. Okay, let's look into this one. Increase the damage dealt to the water. See, boss water and Ragna. So even her passive skill is not really that like how to say this, helping out. Okay, defense of light is like 52% because I think it is coming actually from the Lucretia. So this is how you can actually see that, like she has put the light Lucretia in order to receive that 52% defense boost, just like what I did to my Forest Archangel. Okay, I put the Forest Lucretia, right? So in the similar manner or in the similar pattern, he actually put the Forest Lucretia. Okay, I like light Lucretia in order to improve the damage output. Okay, just look at the team passive. Defense of the light allies increases by 52% at all regions. That is amazing, guys. That's amazing. Okay, so he put the Ignis for the combo skill boost. Okay, so that's what it is. Or can we see that, like, okay, see right over here, increases damage dealt to the raid boss, fire monarch and Lucian for all allies. So it's not really applicable at this point. The only thing that he has put the light Ignis is because of the passive skill. Okay, so that the combo skill gauge actually fills up really fast. I think it's not only combo skill gauge, it's actually skill gauges. Okay, fills skill gauges. That means it applies to everything, guys. Everything. Active skill, first skill, second skill, and even the combo skill. So that is just humongous. That's why Light Ignis is amazing, guys. Light Ignis is amazing. If you manage to pull her out and you are not using her, wow, you are actually committing a huge sin. Okay, so if you have her in your stats, use her wisely right away. Obviously, he has put this Fire Isabel, which is a fire support, in order to get that 30% increased damage output. All right, so that's all there is to it, and also to receive some sort of buffs and debuffs going on out there. And then this for Stiletto, I really don't see any sort of uses. Maybe just for the skill purposes. Okay, that's all it seems, because C nearly is not that useful in this case of scenario. Okay, and the next thing is obviously the light Carmilla, which is the main DPS or damage dealer machine in the entire team. Okay, so if I have really been missing out any sort of function of this for Stiletto, please let me know in the comment section below, because right now I don't see any uses for her. Maybe I'm not seeing that one. Okay, well, that's there it is to it, guys. That's why he has been really able to smash out 2.2 billion, or let's say nearly 2.3 billion damage, and has been able to make it to the top standing. That's really amazing, guys, because when you are on the top charts, you are gonna receive 300 conversion stone. That is amazing, isn't it? That is a lot of conversion stones, guys. You can receive that one, so that's pretty good. That's pretty amazing, guys. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.